Now, is there a difference between advertising to make sales, all right, and then advertising to gain followers and then retain the audience? Those are very vital things for those who might want to use your services, or those who might like to employ the services of a social media manager.
This is the stereotypes.
What do you do to ensure that there is a synergy between these two? Now, you advertise to make sales, that is through ad, and then to gain followers.
Okay. So, like I said, thank God, let me come from the Meta angle. You know Meta?
Yes,
Meta owns Facebook,
the owner of
Instagram,
Facebook.
you know.
Yes.
So let me use Meta as an example right now. If you come to me telling me that you want to run a sponsored ad, I have an interaction section with you. I ask you questions. What do you want to achieve with this advert? So some people come with the visibility, some people come with the sales.
Like a content creator, like what we're doing now, we need most. We are not making sales.
Yes.
What we're making, we are creating content for people to watch,
engage,
understand, and engage.
Yeah.
Right now, and then we want to engage you as a social media manager to manage our brand. How would you achieve that? Given in the light of what we see every day on social media, you always see that now you can make those ads, all right, and then you gain followers, and at the end of the day, they don't engage, all right, because maybe in the first product where you've done your ad, all right, now you may get like 50K views. Per se. And now the moment you stop that your ad, you discover that your views, even when you have a lot of followers, will decline to like 500 or even 1K. So in that case scenario, what do you think is the issue?
Okay, first of all, because we have different types of ads, I always go for the engagement type of ad. If you come to Meta, there are different types of ad. We have sales ad, traffic, engagement. So for content creators, they either go for traffic ads or engagement ads. So now when you drive this traffic to your page, it is now important that you create valuable content that will keep them.
All right.
If your content is not valuable, is not engaging, is not something they want to keep watching, then they are really going to reduce. They will stop coming because, of course, everybody on social media wants to get value.
Some value for money.
It might not be for money, value for their time. Do you understand?
Time is money.
Okay. But
time is money.
Yes. But if I'm coming to your page, there are people on Facebook that I don't miss their posts because anytime I go there, I get value. Do you understand?
Yeah,
so maybe they have drawn me to their page using sponsored adverts, but when I came there, I felt relaxed because I'm gaining value. Even if it's nuggets, daily nuggets or business strategy 1 or 2, I'm gaining value. So it's important that when you bring these people through your ads, through your engagement or traffic ads, then you need to work hard to make sure
them.
Yes, that are giving them valuable content and that your content is quality. When I mean your video content is quality, your picture content is quality. When they see it is sharp, is wow. Because that's social media for you. Everybody wants to, they identify with things that are very nice and beautiful.
But Adaeze, some people always argue that it's not about maybe the quality of the videos or the quality of, let's say, the content. Because sometimes you see very bad imaging, especially those who are in content creation.
Yeah.
Very bad, poor quality videos. And then the engagement is there. What do you think
happened there?
Yeah, what happened there?
Okay. For that aspect, then I tell people that your first few seconds on your content matters a lot.
Okay.
Then it must be that their content is catchy. It's extremely catchy in that first few seconds. Do you understand? Now, if you watch people like the Indians or something, if they want to post reels or on YouTube or YouTube Shorts, they first of all show you a clip. There's that particular clip that will draw you, which is what will play on your YouTube Shorts. It will drag you. then you now come and now start watching the full video. Maybe that clip is even at the end of the video. Sometimes they put it at the end or in the middle, but they show you first. That is just to draw your attention,
captivate you.
Yeah, so you going there be like, I want to know what actually happened there, and at the end of the day you stay glued to that video, and that's how they get views. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get that aspect. Then if you go back, Adaeze, to the businessmen, because I think the businessmen needs social media managers as much as the other content creators needs it. Now, when you come to doing ads for sale, what are the most vital thing you look out for, by the way?
Okay, I look out for your price, your product first. Okay. What product are you selling? Mm-hmm. How much are you selling these products? All right. Is it a product that people need now? Or is it a product that people need later? Do you understand? All right. So we check, what is your approach with your sales? How are you, what is your content like? Is your content even catchy? Because as it is now, when it comes to Meta, your content is key. As at this year, your content, last year was engagement. Your engagement is key. Your consistency is key. But this year is your content is key. Is your content good? Is it catchy? Are you using nice cameras? For instance, you go to Instagram, you take product pictures. Are your product pictures very sharp? Is it something that someone will see and say, wow, I want to sit back and click? Do you understand? Yes. So I will come from the angle of content. Your product pictures needs to be
quality of the pictures you present.
Needs to be yes. And then I come from the price angle.
Okay.
Is it affordable?
It must be buyer friendly.
Yes. Let it not be that this thing you are selling 6K online, that I can actually get it in the market for 4K.
or 3,000.
So why am I even wasting my time? Do you understand? So it needs to be the price needs to be very okay. And other factors like proximity, can you be able to deliver? If a seller online can deliver today, the person is likely going to get more clients than someone that will say it will take 1 week to deliver.
Or 3 days.
But if I'm coming and I'm telling you that if you buy this product right now, I'm delivering it in 24 hours. Everybody, yes, you make more sales.
And then it makes your job as the social media manager
easier. Yes. Do you understand?
Right. What you're saying now is that the behavior of the seller, maybe someone who has engaged you, his behavior, his ability to deliver on time makes your own job. Let's say as a businessman, it makes your job easier. Okay. Now, another thing I would like to know is for my own personal use. Now, sometimes when you do
don't be serious.
All right. Like sometimes when you see sometimes you just want to actually promote your product. You want to promote your product and still yet get followers and then retain those followers. What are the keynotes? Like, how do you do it? Sometimes I don't really understand, because I've done business myself and then I've done promotions myself. And then you discover that you will advertise a product and you see a lot of people, and then they don't still follow you, because sometimes you always want to have those more organic followers, maybe those people who follows you organically, because they are more bound to stay there. Now, if a sponsored ad, as you are a social media manager, what do you do to give an assurance that maybe if after the advert that a fraction of those who actually viewed or bought from me will remain? Is there something that can be done to ensure that that comes into fruition?
Okay. Like the truth of the matter is dependent on the platform. If you are selling via Facebook, do not expect followers. Focus on sales, because nobody really cares about your page.
All right.
Most Facebook, if you watch Facebook ads, people that are coming to your ads just want to buy something.
Sharp,
yes.
Something,
and most of the ads will direct people to another landing page. It might be a website or WhatsApp or something. So most of the time, if you are doing any transaction on Facebook, you do not focus on the page, followers on page. But if you are doing on Instagram, that is where your followers now comes to play, because Instagram is like a landing page.
All right.
Aside promoting your business to sell, is a landing page where you can come, watch, Instagram is a picture video app. So people want to come and watch. And if they scroll and see that, this person is fun, there is a high possibility that they will follow. So most of the ads I run, people are follow. People, you get followers, you get sales. Because some people that are following you might actually be that, okay, I don't have money to buy right now, but let me follow you so that you keep popping up and I'll buy later. So on Instagram, you most definitely get followers from your adverts more than you get from Facebook.
Okay, but let me still ask you that. Okay. I know you will tell me this. I'm sure you will tell me.
Are you sure?
We're outside of that, maybe outside the ad aspect of it. Because ad costs money. And then sometimes you see, maybe I'm a starter and I want to use Facebook tools to actually drive sales. But I don't have money to go for paid ads. How can I do that?
The secret is in the reels.
The reels.
Now I want you to pay me money as an ads manager. And I'm exposing it for you. But the truth is that if you're on Facebook and you want to get followers, just invest your time in reels. That's just it. Right. Your reels will really go viral and you get followers. So just invest in reels. Create engaging content. Your first few seconds on your content should really matter a lot. Let it be catchy. Right. Do you understand? And post on reels. There is absolutely no way you focus on reels for 1 year. Let me just say 1 year.
Must I post on reels for 1 year to get?
Yes, make sure if you watch all these big content creators on Facebook, they post clip of their videos on reels and redirect you to the main one on page. Okay. So that reels is to drive traffic. Even on Instagram, you use reels to drive traffic, to get new people, new eyes to your page. So that's why I said invest. I'm not saying you should not post on your main page, but invest on reels. Yes,
I get that aspect, but like if you go on Facebook, for instance, now you see a lot of people. They're always in a group. Maybe all these. There are a lot of groups that are aimed at one particular stuff. Like if maybe you want to, you're a podcaster like we are now. You go to Facebook, you see that there are a lot of groups for podcasters, right? And then you are into marketing, or maybe you are in nature, or even you are a teacher and you're looking for a job. There are groups. Do you not think maybe as a business person, maybe I sell footwears, I go for like Market Hub or Nature Market Hub or some of those market hubs, and then you still post and then do some ad?
Yes, I do it. Aside being a social media manager, I have other businesses I do. Even as I yesterday, I sold something on a group on Facebook. So as a business person, common sense should tell you that you should explore every channel of sales. Yes. So post on group, post on your page, anywhere. You need to be really active.
What is the power of hashtag on Facebook?
Hashtag does not work again.
Why? Because of the monetization forthcoming or what?
No. Like I said, Mark, I'll call him a crazy boss. Oh, yeah? Every single minute he's updating, he's upgrading. The era of hashtag has gone. I'm not saying that your hashtag cannot pick up, but it shouldn't be the main focus right now. Do you understand? You should focus on SEO, keywords, search engine optimization, keywords. I think it works better than hashtags.
Let's say for instance, Adaeze, I want to sell this biro, and then I'm posting it on Facebook. How do I sell this? Okay, help me sell this on Facebook.
On Facebook?
Yes. Just something more practical.
Okay, is it with a post or with a post video?
Like, what will you say? Like, let's say I posted this biro. I did an article and I want to sell this particular brand of biro I just got from Germany. And then you are my social media manager.
Yeah.
I want you to sell it.
So I'm going to use a method of storytelling.
All right.
People like stories. So I'm going to come up with a story, and this story is going to revolve around a lot of things till I get down to the point of buy this pen. Do you understand?
All right.
So it's just like you come to my page. People want to hear news. It can be a controversial news. It can be anything, but I'm going to actually use the aspect of storytelling. That is if I'm using a post to write this thing.
Right.
So I could come up and tell people that, I just went for an exam and, I've been failing in this is an exam a people have been taking for a long time now. I've been believing God. This is a story. I can see you are getting good, right?
Yeah, I'm following this.
So I could tell you that there's this, I start innocently. but we know that we want to sell this pen.
Yes.
So innocently, I come to Facebook, for instance, and I write a post telling people that there's this exam I've been going for, and this exam is like a professional exam, and I've been taking it for 3 good years or 2 years or something, and I've not been able to pass this exam. And the good news is that I can't believe my result just came out and I made it. And I decided to go and research on what actually made me to pass this exam.
All right.
And you guys won't believe that it is this pen I got from Germany. It's actually funny.
It might sound like the pen is a magical pen.
Honestly.
And everybody wants to buy that pen.
It's funny and it's unbelievable, which is the controversial part of it.
Some people that believe in faith, religious people, would like to buy this pen.
Yes,
all right.
It's a win-win. But the point of it is that I have registered this pen. I'm telling you. But the point is that this pen has been registered in their subconscious. That I know they might say the story is a lie. Yes, of course. That is even what I want them to do. Because
you can lie.
I'm telling you, and it gets the engagement. But I have succeeded in bringing this pen to their face. So tomorrow, if I come again with this pen and I post like 5 good times with this pen, trust me, if any person from my wall goes to the market and sees this pen, they will quickly remember, so this is the pen that was talking about. And don't say that guy can lie, but let me buy this pen.
Yeah, let's just give it.
And we've made a sale. Do you understand? So sale is equal to sale is visibility. The more the visibility, the more the sales. Did I answer your question?
I think you did a good job.
Do you want to buy your cheap and lasting data for as low as 270 naira for 1 day? Kindly download Billboard now from your Play Store. Thank you.
So as a business person, common sense should tell you that you should explore every channel of sales. Features. Yes. So post on group, post on your page, anywhere. You need to be really active.
What is the power of hashtag on Facebook?
Hashtag does not work again.
Why? Because of the monetization forthcoming or what?
No. Like I said, Mark, I'll call him a crazy boss. Oh, yeah? Every single minute he's updating, he's upgrading. The era of hashtag has gone. I'm not saying that your hashtag cannot pick up, but it shouldn't be the main focus right now.
This is the Stereos.
Today we have someone very special. Adaeze Ugwose. Is it Ugwose? Mountain of Hills?
Pepper Hill.
Pepper Hill. Okay, Pepper Hill. Really? Adaeze Ugwose is actually a social media manager or a social media enthusiast, as she's also known as Pamada. She's also a YouTuber.
Yes.
All right.
A YouTuber.
Adaeze, a lot of people might be asking, who is this Adaeze and what does she do with the social media management? What is social media management? And then how do you make money from it?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
All right.
So, like you already said, my name is Ada, popularly called Pamada. So, I'm a social media manager, a digital enthusiast. I'm passionate about discovering ways people can make money from the comfort of their home using social media tools and devices. Do you understand?
All right.
And social media skills that are not focused on heavy tech. You don't need to code. You just need to learn 1 or 2 and then start making money.
Just on the tip of your finger.
Yes.
How do you make money being a social media manager?
Okay, so there are different, in fact, thousands of ways of making money from social media. You understand? You can become a digital marketer.
All right.
You can become a creator, a course creator. You create courses and sell. You can become a social media manager for people, for brands, for yourself. You can also build influence. Okay. Business is all about contacts and numbers. So the more you have numbers on social media, the higher your influence.
All right.
You can channel your energy to adverts, which is one of the things I'm really focused on. You can become an ads expert, help people run adverts and help them make sales.
All right.
You can also be a content creator. You understand?
All right.
Of course, right now, everything is focused on social media. So everybody's on social media. And there's one thing everybody's looking for. That thing is how to get more visible on social media.
That is visibility.
Visibility. So you can become a content creator, help these people navigate their way through social media, because a lot of people do not know where to start. Do you understand?
All right, but I might ask, there are a lot of business people.
Yeah.
Maybe someone there in Ogbete or in Alaba, Lagos, who is an importer and is into the sales of biscuits or a multi-variation of items that are there in the market for sales. Now, how do you think, if you manage the account, probably they have an account, maybe a Facebook or whatsoever you call it, an account like that, and then they give it to you to manage.
Yeah.
Now, how do you drive sales?
Okay, very, very nice question. So of course, I've been handling businesses like this before now. So this is a nice question. If people, I like it when novice, people that are not even on social media come to me, because it helps me test a lot of things and find out what is working. So first of all, when you come to me, I now look at your brand. Look at it from the personal angle, like look at it like it's my business. I take it like it's my business. So we focus on your content, because social media is all about content.
Yes.
We focus on your content. We focus on your products. We focus on your page arrangement. How is your page? Because offline you can convince people.
Yes.
But on social media, whatever is going to convince people will be that your page. How is your page? How is your page looking like? Is it looking like a scammer's page? Or are you showing us everything from production, from behind the scene and everything? So we work on your page, we work on your content. We also work on how you respond to people. So we put a lot of things in place. And then at the end of the day, we also run sponsored adverts to drive these sales to people that actually need it. And trust me, there is no way we are going to, take charge of everything, tie all the knots around, and we will not get sales. It's not possible.
What about a situation where, because a lot of people might argue that they don't need the social media manager to manage. After all, is it not you use your card and then you impute some money and then you pay Facebook for the ad?
I love it.
What's the need? if someone on the street can actually do it.
I love it when people have that kind of mentality,
Why?
Because at the end of the day, they still come back begging.
All right.
I was like that before.
Okay.
Yes, I used to be that kind of person. I thought social media was, I come online. For instance, let me take Instagram as a platform. I come to Instagram, I create my accounts, I post, and I hope that people will come and buy. But hell no, it doesn't work like that. There are strategies. And that is where the social media manager comes in. So it's good. Do it yourself. It's even good you do it yourself so that you will not see that result. And
but since you said it's the social media, that means there is something the social media manager does that an average person on the street wouldn't be able to do.
Yes.
What are those things? Like just a pointer.
Okay, well, let me talk from the time factor. Someone that is focused on their business offline might really not have that time to come on social media. And social media is all about engagement and consistency and all sorts. So tell me, if you're handling your business offline, how do you even want to come out and stay consistent online? Okay. I'm speaking from the aspect of people that have, bigger businesses offline and want to create visibility online. You will see that there's no way they can handle the two places. So that is where a social media manager comes in. But for someone that is a beginner, maybe someone that is starting their business online and the person have the luxury of time, they can do it. The only thing I would advise them is to read up. Yes, an average African man does not read. All these things, they are littered. All the strategies are on the internet. It's just for you to sit down and read right, follow people that actually know it. That is if you want to do it yourself. All right. But in cases where you don't have that time, that's why I say time factor, then you will actually need a social media manager.
To be able to do the plus and minus. You are a mathematician by By evolution or by vocation. Which one do we call it?
By choice.
By choice, you became a mathematician. She's actually a good mathematician.
I love mathematics, yeah.
And then you are here in the field of social media management. Now, I ask you now, if someone gives you money, what is the assurance that, per se, that if I've been making a sale of maybe 10 cartons a day, that within the next 1 month, I should be able to make a sale of 250 cartons after having engaged a social media manager? Is there a possibility that this could be a reality?
Yes. I've done it. I have proof. Do you understand?
All right.
If only you will follow my advice. Like I said earlier, when you come to me as a social media manager, we first of all look at your business. We check a lot of things. Is your business a hot selling? Are you selling is it a hot selling product?
Yes.
Is it a product that people need? Is it product that people need in the now?
Yes.
Is it product that will give you high profit? Does it have a high profit margin?
Okay.
Because you have to check your product. So if your product is leading you, maybe you are selling clothes and maybe the profit is just 1K.
And then you're going to put in so much amount of money.
So I wonder.
It doesn't make sense.
And then the total product you have is not even up to 200K. So I wonder how you want to achieve that. So you need to look at your profit margin. And I also help people to, check profit. So before you come to me, especially if you want to run a sponsored advert, because that's where I come in to drive in that massive sales.
All right.
I always encourage you to check your expenses,
all right,
check your expectations and how much you are willing to bring out to be able to drive these sales. And trust me, that is my work as an ad expert also. I go ahead to look for your clients wherever it is. I don't sleep. Do you understand?
All right.
So I don't sleep. I look for clients. I target your audience. If it's not working, I keep targeting. I keep trying all methods till we start getting results. And I have proof.
This must be costing you a lot of time and energy.
Honestly, it is.
Do you actually get well paid for those jobs?
This is Nigeria. If you want to, look at it from the
because sometimes a lot of people will just tell you that you are charging so much, and because they are not actually they are not seeing you sweat. Nigerians like seeing someone sweat out their whole before they realize that yes, this person is doing it. How do you handle such people? People who feels that maybe the money they're giving is actually. Okay, honey, just.
I don't force people. From interaction, I will know if you are that type of person. Do you understand? From interaction, I'll know how much you are willing to even forfeit for your brand, for your business. Do you understand? If it's those kind of people that understand, that don't have the money, sometimes I tell them, go back. Get the money and come back. Not only for me to pay me, because you can have the money to pay me as a social media manager, but how about paying the platforms you want to advertise on? Do you even have the money? Yeah. Do you understand? So if I check your business and you are just a starter, I will just really advise you. Sometimes I add people up. I just give them advice, or you can go to my Instagram page. I dish advice there. You can learn 1 or 2 from there. Add it till you get money to pay a professional.
One of the basic things that attracted me to your page initially was your storytelling abilities. All right, yeah. And you told a story, and I'll ask you a question about that story here and now. About one of those days you went house hunting. And then your agent did something.
Oh my goodness!
I really read that part with keen interest, and I began to say, well, sometimes some of these agents can be they can overdo.
Honestly.
Anyway, sometimes I think according to your story, you said that you saw a house you loved,
yeah,
and then you were on the verge of paying. And then because the agent had the information that you were a single mother, and then he began to ask you which man they pay for this house. And you said okay, and you said you were paying, and then he said he wasn't gonna give you the house no more.
Okay, we didn't have the conversation of which man, but this story was poured from experiences, not only my experience, but I believe These are the experience of a lot of persons out there. So before I relocated to Enugu, I was in Lagos.
All right.
And I stayed in Lagos for some years. And I know that is the norm in Lagos. It's very hard for single ladies to get an apartment in Lagos.
Is that one of the basic challenge of a single mother?
No, I'm coming from the single women right now. I've not gone to the single mother aspect of it. So in Lagos right now, for instance, in Lekki, if you want to get an apartment, most people are very keen on, is she single? They are not going to release their house to a single person. And sometimes I don't know why. Maybe it's coming from the financial aspect. I don't know. So most times some girls go and get someone that will ask like, their boyfriend or husband. But I relocated from Lagos to Enugu, and guess my shock when I didn't know that.
It was the same mentality.
Maybe it just started newly in Enugu because I didn't know Enugu to be like this. So from my post on Facebook, I was house hunting and I got an apartment that I loved, and I went to see the owner.
All right.
And he started asking questions. Are you married? I said, no, I'm not married. This, that. And I told him I'm a single mom. And he said outrightly that he can't give his house to single moms. And I was shocked.
Did you bother to ask him why?
No, of course I didn't. Why should I ask you? It is your choice. I have my money. You have your choice.
Maybe they are more. They fear. I think the fear might be this girl that is because some of them they understand the struggles of single mothers, especially some of them that become lazy anyways, and then they are dependent on my baby daddy, and then a little quarrel, and then the baby daddy doesn't bring comfort with the house rent money, and then the landlord will go hungry. So don't you think that plays a part to actually?
I was shocked at this man, but I was not angry at him because I'm someone that likes to research a lot. So looking at Nigeria and single moms per se, there is this thing about single moms that I noticed, especially online or even offline. Most women wear the badge of single mom like it's a burden, and they carry it in such a way that they should be pitied. Come and pity me because I'm a single mom, and I don't subscribe to it. And this man, maybe he has seen a lot of people. Like if you want to ask someone for a favor, you come from the point of I'm just a single mom. Of course, for every single mom, there's a single dad. And I don't really see single dads going around to say, please help me. I'm a single. Yes, I have a son or this, They take it gallantly. I don't like to say that is, I don't know. It has happened. If you find yourself in that circumstance.
And do you not think that those people are actually afraid that sometimes that the lady, especially the ladies, they might come from that point of because perhaps if he's a widow or it
still boils down to what I'm saying because of the way they have packaged single motherhood to be very pitiable or pitiable. People now see it as every single mom is suffering. Every single mom can't live up to standard, Single moms are not hustling. And maybe this man has already had this thing in mind that she's a single mom. She might not be able to pay me 700k rent.
Yes.
Where will she get that money from? And that is why I'm here, because I want to advocate against it, that even if you are a single mom, even if you are a widow, even if you are just fresh from university, you can make money. Do not wear your circumstances as a badge of pity. Do you understand? And I'm really working hard on it. And that is why I want to launch my company by next month, by the grace of God, Digital Africa, where you can learn soft skills that you can make money from the comfort of your home with your mobile device. You don't even need a laptop. I started with a mobile device. And I can tell you that I've achieved a lot working on social media as a freelancer. I'm not currently working for anybody, although I hope to work for people outside the country. But there's a lot you can do. So stop going around portraying single moms as people that don't have anything.
Yes, because just like you said, a lot of single mothers, with this mentality, and then goes about it, and then they're lazy about. But I believe generally, the lazy, they go lazy. And then someone who is hardworking. There are a lot of single mothers. Like if you look at we follow a lot of celebrities. You look at people like Genevieve and co.
Honestly,
They are single mothers, and some of them are not even going about telling maybe their baby daddies child right or child support, and they're like they've taken it up on their own shoulders to make sure that their children or their child is well to do, with or without the help of a man.
exactly.
Do you want to buy your cheap and lasting data for as low as 270 naira for 1 gig? Kindly download Bill now from your Play Store. Thank you.
As a single mother, what are the challenges? Because all the easy. All the easy. All right. Especially when, in some cases, some of the men will go for the option of co-parenting, and then in some of the other circumstances, the men chicken away, especially when there was no marital agreement before the pregnancy, or when love was not even in between it. It becomes a burden on the lady too, emotionally. And sometimes they find it hard to even get married or remarried, or they become weary of other men. Then I want to know what your experiences about just these few things have been.
Okay. A lot of experiences. We can't take everything here.
No, you can't take it. Just a few of them.
There are different strokes for different folks. My circumstances might actually be very different from yours. Do you understand? But whatever the situation has been or was, I will tell people that, you know, no matter how hard you fall, just endeavor to rise. Take it. It has happened. Move on.
It should be a motivation.
It should be a lesson. This has happened. Stop dwelling in the past. Move on. You know, you have a life outside being a single mom or a single dad. Do you understand? So, but the truth of it is that most women, when it happens to them, most times they are really at their financial, you know, their lowest financial point. Yeah. And trust me, it's not easy at all. I was there. And again, having a child slows you down. Let's not lie. You know, it slows you down. You don't have the freedom you want as a single lady.
Because you have to take care of the child.
That's if you're a mother that really loves your child, because there are some people that don't care.
What some does is they simply throw it off to their own mothers.
But someone like me, I really want to be involved in my daughter's life, my child's life. So it slows you down. You can't, you know, if you are someone that is disciplined, there are certain places you can't go to. You can't exceed some time limits of the day. There are some jobs you can't get. There are some circles you can't talk. These are the things that affected me, because I became a single mother. I was very vocal on social media. I'm that kind of person that people looked up to. My life was really put together. You know, I had the direction. Everything was in place. And, you know, it was a shock to people that, wow, really? And trust me, it took me down. You know, I had to go under. I had to hide. I had to leave social media for years.
Why did you go under?
I had to go under because, you know, I couldn't just take it immediately. You understand? It was a lot for me.
It was more like you felt maybe you disappointed yourself and disappointed those
people
who were looking up.
I was actually looking at people instead of looking at myself, because I didn't disappoint myself. Actually, things didn't happen the way it happened. But you know, whatever brought pregnancy, people have been doing it. That was my consolation. People have been doing these things that brought pregnancy.
No, just that probably you were even more reasonable about it, because I used to tell a lot of women, all right, that there are people who I tell even my friends, I tell them I would rather marry a single mother than marry a girl that I know that has had a lot of abortion.
So you could be a single mom because you were naive. Let's come from the naive part. You didn't know what's up. Yes, because for those that know what's up, they knew how to take care of one or two things. You know, things happen. You can't just know everything that has happened in people's life. Or you could be naive that you really didn't know about this thing that has happened and you are scared. You can't just go through this way. You understand? But whatever the situation is, it has happened. It has happened.
No, but sometimes I choose to paint some of these things in good light, because it might be a matter of principle. Some women who took in, I've had a lady tell me, like, if you impregnate me, I'm going to give birth to this child. I'm not going for any abortion. It could be a matter of principle rather than being naive.
I mentioned a lot of factors. Some is fear, some is against their faith. Like I won't do it. Some is from their family. Their family cannot go through that. If they go through, some people have backgrounds.
Yes.
If you go through that, you're going to die. They have history of something.
Yes.
Some is fear. Some is it's a lot for different persons. But whatever it is, I'm coming from the angle that if you have finally decided to chest it and bring forth this child, you should be thinking of the way forward.
You should be proud of it, and then it shouldn't weigh you down.
It shouldn't weigh you down. Let's not say you should be proud of it. Be proud of your child.
Yes.
Not proud of the actions. Let me be realistic here.
It's always good. I think I always tell people it's always good to take a responsibility. Yes, taking responsibility is being proud. Yes, I did this, and even though it might not have turned out the way I expected it to be.
For instance, now on social media, a lot of people are too woke that they can't call evil. They can't call a spade. So why I wouldn't want to use the proud aspect is that any girl coming on social media to tell me that yes, I wanted to be a single mom is actually, to me, is lying, especially if the person is very young. Do you understand? Because I don't think in Africa there's a sane person that really wants to start off as a single mom. Everyone wants to get married. It's even better for them that they got married and the marriage didn't work out than you never got married in the first place. So that is just why I do not want to use the word proud. But if at the end of the day you have finally become it, you own it, be proud of your child. What's the worst that can happen? It has happened.
But
you move on.
Is it true that a lot of single mothers find it hard finding love again? Probably because, I don't know, maybe because of their experience. What do you say about that?
Not a lot. Don't use that a lot though. Because my brother, if we show you DMs, it's hot. Leave social media. They don't go to single moms. If you come today, if you are hot, you are hot. If you come to that, men really do not care. Leave all these things. So finding genuine people is hard. And again, I tell people, heal. Do not let your circumstances hinder you from finding love again. You understand? So one of the things I did for myself was to heal. And I will not even tell you that I'm completely healed, because if you are co-parenting and with someone that you were once in love with, it's hell, because somehow
sometimes emotions still come.
Yes, you get, and that is why some men are scared, because they don't really know.
They don't want to really connect with the.
Some men that want to come to you for maybe marriage or long-term serious relationship, they are scared that what if this lady goes back to become emotionally attached again. Do you understand? So once they ask, some of them prefer, okay, this man is already married. Once they hear that this man is already married, okay, free. But if they hear that this guy is single and you are single, I understand from their point.
On a high chance that she might still have.
And you guys are still co-parenting. It's hard though. It's hard. So you need to.
But some women prefer not to even remain in touch with the father of their child, so they don't get emotionally attached or entangled. Or perhaps some of them will tell you that everything we should talk about should strictly be on the child. Is there a possibility that you can talk about just the child if you are co-parenting without talking about other matters? As a human being, is it possible?
It's possible. Okay. It's possible, but it's hard.
All right.
It's hardly achievable, because this person was once your friend, and maybe if you guys, broke up on basis that's not domestic violence, maybe just because we are not compatible, or maybe one of the party is a cheat,
or maybe lost, or somebody just lost interest.
So sometimes the spark can come up, and I think anybody that is saying strictly my child is just trying to save themselves from not going back again. Do you understand? So you should understand it from the angle that this person really wants to be healed, and healing comes from going no contact. I don't want to see this person. Let it just be strictly the child. Okay, let me use myself as an example. The father of my child, we are co-parenting, we are friends, because I considered my baby. I really want her father to be in her life. But somehow we find out that we keep going back to each other, and I know that this is toxic for both of us. This thing is not working. I've told myself the truth. So what I did was, a few months ago, I didn't block him, but I deleted his contacts. If you call me, it will go through. If you want to speak to your child, it will go through. But you see, coming to my status, we see and we talk, because it always starts from status. I see you see me, we talk. I don't want it. It's not like I hate him. Yeah. It's not like we are being enemies. If I need help and I call him, he helps me if he can.
But something a little personal. If he comes back to marry you, would you agree?
No, which is what we are currently.
Why?
Because it's, at a point you need to look out for yourself first. I think a marriage that didn't start off is better than a broken marriage. For me personally, it's not healthy for us.
All right.
So, and we are not compatible. So I've, accepted it. It is what it is. I wish him well. I wish myself well. And that's it. If it's for marriage, I should have been married a long time ago. But the thing is, people find it hard when I tell them that I don't want. I now understand myself very well. At this point,
and I know your emotional needs.
Yes. The person I am today was not the person I was 4 years ago. Wasn't the person I was 5 years ago. I've been growing. I've been understanding, okay, this is who I am. This is what I want. I need peace. I need this. There are certain things I can't take. For instance, if my ex-partner was a cheat, and cheating is a deal breaker for me, then there's no way, no matter how I love you, we can't go there, because you are putting me at risk.
Do you want to buy your cheap and lasting data for as low as 270 naira for 1 gig? Kindly download Billboard now from your Play Store. Thank you.
There's this friend of mine who is a guy. He said his girlfriend was getting married, and then she told him that she wants to have a child for him. She wants her first child to be his child. That one was crazy, Sha.
And the guy agreed?
No, according to him, he did not agree. But I feel the reason why somebody can be that wicked, can do something like that, is just maybe she wants to like continue to have this connection with him. Because when she has his child, that means there's
everything
always a chance that she would always
come back.
Yes, he would always come back. Maybe she just really is obsessed with this guy.
With this guy.
This is the Stereosis.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Stereosis. We have a guest in the studio. Her name is Uju Linda Moneke, and she's a YouTuber. What's the name of your channel?
Uju of Ideal Style.
How are you? Uju of Ideal Style, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Today we'll be discussing paternity fraud. I've talked about it before on this channel, but without a female perspective. So let me just give a background of paternity fraud. There is it's not official reports, but there's a report that is circulating everywhere that Nigeria are like 30% paternity fraud. That means in every DNA test, like every 10 DNA tests, 3 turn out to be negative. That's very high. Like every 10, only 7.
10 children.
Like every 10 children.
Families.
Every 10 families where we carry a DNA test, only 7 that will come out positive. The other 3 will be like negative. That means, yes. So that is, we are second after Jamaica. Jamaica has above 30%. So now it's a very big number. And if you check the internet recently, it has always been something. And I have a lot of specific questions for you as a lady. What do you think about paternity fraud in Nigeria?
Actually, I thought the number was higher than 30% from my research.
You should be higher than 30%.
I saw it was higher than 30%.
Like how many percent?
I saw 70.
Jesus Christ. But anyway, every data in
71.
Nigeria, is it that the data is underreported or over-reported? So let's just say 30, 70. But anyway, what do you think? You think it's more than that? It's more than 30? From you as a lady?
No, I didn't really think. When I was doing the research, I even shouted. I didn't think it was that high.
Okay, you think that thing is exaggerated?
Even though in Nigeria there's just so much about infidelity.
There's so much about infidelity.
Yeah,
so you can concur with. There's so much talk.
It's a lot in certain states. Like a lot of states just make it seem
Like it's out of normal.
yeah. And it starts even in relationship, not just when it gets to marriage, to the point of marriage. It starts even in relationship where people just see that, oh, I can just do things with certain people who is not my partner.
And
all
then-
of that.
And then, okay, you mean it's some relationship that infidelity is high, so the thing normally rubs off on the marriage.
I kind of think if somebody can cheat in a relationship, then there's like a 70% chance you can cheat.
But how do you guys view infidelity? Because I've read a lot of reports where people who are even married, like ladies who are married and they are still in love with maybe their ex-boyfriend, and they will come to like convince the person to actually wanting to give birth for that particular person. Because a lot of guys wouldn't want. I can't just put my head around the idea that I have a child somewhere else, and I know it. Like that is not within my own nuclear family, and maybe I'm the father to this child somewhere here. No, I can't be like it could be torturing.
It's crazy because most times these guys don't even know that they actually have a child somewhere. They can have a child with somebody else's wives and they don't even know. So out of maybe that 100%, it's just a few
That they may know.
Yeah, that already know.
That they have a child somewhere.
Even though some know, like they do these things with these women who are married or who are about to be married. Most times when they're about to be married, and
They just pass it over to the man who. Okay, but how do those people feel knowing that okay, this my child is not actually this man may not actually be the person?
the
Don't
woman
have conscience. Yes, yeah, like the woman, you don't have conscience. Like I can't imagine that I know. I don't think I can take it. Even if I know somebody, and this person is my child, my blood, man, I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take that person, regardless of what it takes. If it's my blood, and I know definitely, if I'm aware that this person is my child, like a guy, I'm just talking about a guy, and no, I don't think the guy will survive by living outside because someone like me, I will do everything to bring the person back.
to bring the child back.
Yeah, for me, if I know this is my blood, I'm just saying it as a guy.
So what will you do? You go and destroy the marriage.
I'll take my child. That's why I see it.
For you to take the child, you have to go to the husband and say, "Oh, this is my child. I have to take my child." So
I don't think.
you have to
I don't
scatter
think.
the marriage first before.
I don't think I can even stand it. I mean, I don't think I can stand it because I'm just asking you, how do women feel about like you knowing that this child is not yours?
It just depends on the woman. Sometimes the woman, sometimes if this woman had a relationship before the husband,
Okay.
and she probably is having sex with both of them.
But maybe even during the relationship.
Sometimes she doesn't even know who really is responsible for her baby before the baby comes.
Okay.
And then if she goes with, okay, this particular man that I feel, oh, this one can take care of me and all of that, and then eventually this child comes, and of course she's going to see the resemblance from just physically looking at the child. She already knows who likely has this child.
Okay, from the mom, right?
Yeah. From
So
the
most
mom's
mothers
side.
will have an idea of actually what.
Yes, of course. Most times the woman already knows who most likely has this child. But
She'll keep it a secret.
if when she finds out that okay, this was someone else,
What will she do then?
what should she do at this point?
Just live with it. How about those
No,
ones? How about
no,
those ones
really.
inside? How about those ones inside marriage that? The ones, the ones that you see after they run DNA test, you see like the first child, second child may be for the man in the marriage, then the third one will not be for the. That means they're even cheating inside the marriage.
Those ones are just crazy people.
They're just crazy for the out of the.
I feel those ones, you can't say that one was even a mistake or something.
It's not a mistake. The person has
No,
been
of course
into
not.
it.
Maybe she just wanted to try something else,
Something else.
something new.
What do
and
you think
then
causes?
the baby comes in,
What do you think causes?
that one.
Like no, generally paternity fraud. Like people.
And generally, what causes paternity fraud? I
For
mean,
their
when a woman has a baby that doesn't belong to her husband,
What do you think?
it cannot be easy to just say, okay, this child is not your child. What are the chances
You
that
go
she
for.
would want to tell him? It can't just be easy to just say it.
It's not easy to say, but why do you think girls go into it?
Why
Because-
they do it in the first
even
place?
even in the first place, because this thing is becoming A lot. I have a guy who told me one day that first daughter is not even his own. Then they're living together, they have other children. So he didn't have the courage to destroy the marriage because he has been married before and the marriage did not work out. So he's staying in the marriage, but he's also torturing him. You get so now the men will tell a lot of stories. Some people are just living with their own. Some people even out of fear. What will come out of DNA? They can't go for DNA test because they've caught
That's for men.
the wife. Yes, for men. Some of them they know that the wife is cheating.
So they already know the child might not be their child.
The chance of it, and they want some just because your wife is cheating, they want to go for the DNA test to have peace of mind.
Right.
You understand? And at the end of the day, if the thing works out or not. So why do you think girls go
Do
into
it
it
at all.
at all? Why?
A lot of different reasons.
Okay, number one.
First one, like I said earlier, where it's maybe before the marriage, she
Like if
probably
you see an
already has
unfaithful-
someone that
Okay.
she loves
So
someone
much.
that she loves so much, and maybe she can't see herself exactly ending up with this person. He probably is not ready, but then she loves him. Like I told you now one time that there's this friend of mine who is a guy. He said his girlfriend was getting married, and then she told him that she wants to have a child for him. She wants her first child to be his child. That one was crazy, Sha.
And the guy
But
agreed.
no, according to him, he did not agree. But I feel the reason why somebody can be that wicked, can do something like that, is just maybe she wants to like continue to have this connection with him. Because when she has his child, that means there's
Everything is
always
done.
a chance that she
Yes.
would always
Come back.
Yes, he would always come back. Maybe she just really is obsessed with this
with,
guy.
with this guy.
So she just wants that.
Why would somebody marry?
Back and forth.
Like say poverty is contributing because the way I explain it is like poverty. Because what will make that guy? Most times it's like the guy is not financially stable at that particular time.
Apart from not being, he wasn't even ready to get married at the time. Even
But
if,
everything psychologically and otherwise.
yes,
And the girl was
he
ready
was
for.
really young, and they're like age mates. I know Nigeria now. They'll be like, "Oh, girls get married on time," and all of that. So he
Instead
wasn't
of
ready.
somebody going into that kind of thing that will make a girl go into that kind of. But this thing is wickedness.
Right?
It's not better you just stay with that person you love and marry that person.
She can't wait.
She can't wait. If you cannot wait for the person you love now, you just.
She can't wait.
If you can't wait for the person you love, why will you go into something and the person you love
There's
is outside?
pressure, like society. Normally, in Nigeria, there's a lot of societal pressure. So there's the parents telling her, "Oh, get married." There's everything.
The time is not on your side, and all those kind of things.
Yeah,
But even at that, why not you do that? Because most times I've seen that this paternity fraud thing happens to the person they've been attached to
Yeah, most
very, very
most
well.
of
So
the time.
whenever they have a chance, it's going to actually happen. When they have a
Yeah,
chance with
most
that
of the
person,
time.
most of the time.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to like testing now because that is under debate everywhere now, like DNA test.
Okay.
What do you think about it? Do you think men should go for DNA test? What do you think about DNA test?
Actually, if you as a man begin to suspect that this child doesn't behave like you and it's not your child, you're free to go now. But it's when you tell your wife now, that's where there will be a problem.
Okay, so if you want, your own is if you want to go for DNA test, don't tell your wife.
Of course not. Why will you?
Why would you?
Imagine telling me as a wife you want to go. You obviously don't trust me, so what are we doing here?
What? Okay, if somebody, okay, let's assume you're married now, and at the beginning of the marriage, the person, even if there is no problem, can the person just wake up? Because sometimes all this is happening online. Somebody can just be online, even without even thinking about it. And
Just
when,
wake up and do DNA test.
yeah, because
I don't think.
it's very possible that you could be influenced with what is going on. It's very possible. And somebody watches the trend here, and then
Okay,
you begin to think,
If,
I still need to do this. Because you hear stories
I
that
think-
the person was not cheating.
uh,
You understand that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So now, how about doing DNA test at birth? Some people are advocating for compulsory DNA test because
they're doing, but is it cheap?
with time it could be cheap because the way things are going,
Right now.
the way things are going now.
Mm.
A lot of time, every week you see one story or the other. I've heard stories of guys and then even some people who. There was one I was like 2 or 3 years ago. A judge in Delta State, 5 children, only 2.
Oh my God.
The other three. Grown-up children, one is even 17 years and thereabouts. But his own, somebody started calling him the particular man that one also was married but wasn't actually giving birth at a stage. He let his children back.
Okay, the person who had the remaining 3 kids,
That was in his house. He was
he was aware all the while.
He was actually dating the woman
That's crazy.
for more than 20 years. So
Yeah.
that one started testing the man.
Okay,
So-
that was how he found out.
The man just found out that somebody, I think he leaked from the press, somebody just gave him info on time because it was embarrassment. So the guy quickly went for DNA test, did press conference and announced it himself. He got a hold of the whole thing because it was going to be a very national embarrassment. Like, I think the Chief Justice of Delta then. So the man had the courage, did the whole DNA test. The children that were raised, they called conference, and then everything was just settled like that. You get. You said, when. So at the middle of the marriage, I cannot just stand up and do DNA test.
You can, but you can't tell me.
I should not tell you. Why?
You can't tell me now. You can only do it sneak. Okay, what if you tell me and then it comes out that okay, these are your children?
I don't know now how
I don't know if
women
I can
feel. That's why you're here.
ever
You're a woman.
forget that.
You can never forget that.
I don't know if I can. I guess I can't. I probably will not forget.
You feel like this
I
man
don't
does not trust you.
me. Yeah.